And welcome back to another episode. We're so glad to have you here today. If you haven't already, we hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel as we continue to provide updates frequently and load videos at least once a week for you. This week, however, we are having quite a few updates because it is a newsworthy week. Just yesterday, we broke the news about the price change updates coming to the Tesla Model Y, effective immediately, which is a huge win. But last night, late in the evening, Elon Musk was at it on Twitter, and we got some more updates, which is incredible. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with the Tesla Model Y. I'll provide a link right above where you can find out more about the price change update. But in summary, the Tesla Model Y long-range all-wheel drive was just reduced $3,000 last night to $49,990. Again, that's a $3,000 price reduction, which is incredible, especially for those of you who have not yet taken delivery or even ordered your Tesla Model Y. Additionally, the performance model reduced $1,000 to $59,990, which is also another great win for those of you who are considering the Tesla Model Y performance model. Now, with that change, the performance model now only comes with performance updates, which is a change where you could originally remove all the performance features other than the motor for the same price. So that is a new update. But in addition, they did increase the range of the performance model to 291 miles. It's still unclear yet how they're doing that, whether that's just a simple software update, but more to come on that soon. If it is just a software update, all of you existing owners should be seeing a software update to your vehicle as well, which is fantastic news. I do hope that that is the case and that is rolled out to existing owners. So yesterday we talked about all these price changes that came over sometime in the afternoon yesterday. And there was a lot of questions. How do I get my price update? What if I've already taken delivery? What if I've already ordered? What if I have a VIN number? There's so many questions yet to be answered. However, we now have some samples from people of how they got their prices updated and how they didn't get their prices updated. So I'm going to go over a summary because it doesn't seem to be consistent yet on how Tesla is handling these price changes. So let's talk a little bit about it. First, a lot of people are seeing their prices automatically updated. Now, not everybody is getting this, but some people are logging in to their Tesla account and they're seeing the new pricing reflected. That's great. They didn't have to do anything. Hopefully that is the case for you, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that because it's probably going to take more than just that. Additionally, some people have gone into their Tesla account, clicked edit their order, and started to mess with changing the configuration of their vehicle and then just canceling that, and the price has been updated by going through that process. So potentially an easy update for you. I would try that first and foremost. I think that is going to be a solution for a lot of you. If neither of those work, you may need to call Tesla. So if you have a delivery rep, call them. If you don't, call your local delivery center and ask them how to get your pricing updated. For those of you that already have a VIN or you already have a delivery date, it is appearing to be a manual process, meaning there's no way for this to happen without intervention from Tesla, whether that be your delivery advisor or a representative from your delivery center. If you have already taken delivery of your Model Y, but you are within the 7-day window, you need to act fast. So this is only going to apply for those of you who have received your Tesla Model Y within 7 days of this moment. So if you have, you need to call Tesla immediately. You need to call Tesla immediately and ask them about how to get your pricing updated. We've already heard from some folks who have been issued a refund, although they haven't received that refund yet. Tesla appears to be trying to deal with this by just sending a refund to those folks who are impacted in this way. I've also seen reports of people who are being told by Tesla, too bad, so sad. I would not take that as an answer. Tesla is threatening that you will have to wait a year to reorder your Tesla Model Y if you return it. For $3,000, I can wait a year. Now, with them pushing deliveries as quickly as possible, previously people who have returned their vehicle for delivery issues, they've had a second and in some cases a third delivery scheduled with a new VIN number. So I wouldn't say it's firm that Tesla will make you wait a year. So for $3,000, it is absolutely worth bringing your vehicle back. Finally, I think it's really important, do not take no for an answer. If you fall into one of those categories that we just talked about, do not take no for an answer. Do not accept your car for $3,000 more than what they're selling the vehicle for. This is a no-brainer. If they tell you they will not do it and you can return the vehicle and wait a year, tell them you're on your way. Chances are, although not guaranteed, they are going to make the adjustment for you, even if they're playing quote-unquote hardball. So if the person you're talking to is playing tough with you and not allowing you to get your $3,000, tell them that you are going to return it, and then reach out to somebody else at Tesla. Tesla does not want to go through the headache of receiving all these returns for $3,000. They will likely, although not guaranteed, get you a credit for the $3,000. Finally, for those of you who are still having trouble and can't make any ground, cancel your order. Lose your $100 order fee and reorder the car. For $3,000, you're going to lose $100 of that. Totally worth it. Just cancel and resubmit your order, especially for those of you who do not have a VIN or a delivery date. You're likely not going to be picked up by Tesla for ineligible for another order. Now, on to the exciting news that was added last night. Late last night, Elon Musk was on Twitter talking with somebody about the long-range rear-wheel drive model. There's been a lot of talk about this car, and there's been a lot of discussion around how Tesla's not planning to offer it. In fact, a lot of people have talked about their experience being pressured to upgrade their order to an all-wheel drive model. Now, that may be the case to get your car sooner. However, last night we found out the long-range rear-wheel drive model is coming to Tesla. This is great news for those of you who originally ordered the rear-wheel drive long-range model, and for those of you who aren't quite sure you want to spend as much as the all-wheel drive model costs. Elon Musk did say in his tweet that he expects the rear-wheel drive model to be available in the next few months. So it sounds like Q4 is going to start the delivery of the rear-wheel drive models. This is great news. Originally, when they had the Model Y launch event, the rear-wheel drive model was listed as fall of 2020. So in fact, timing seems to line up with what they originally talked about. So that's exciting news. Also in his tweet, Elon Musk did state the long-range rear-wheel drive model will have significantly more than 300 miles. What does that mean? Nobody knows for sure. However, if we take a look at the original numbers during the launch event, the rear-wheel drive model was listed at 300 miles and the all-wheel drive at 280. Now, of course, the all-wheel drive is now 316 miles. But if we take that same 20-mile difference, I think it's fair to assume the rear-wheel drive model will likely, although not guaranteed, will likely have something like 336 miles of range. That is amazing. Could it be even more than that? Only time will tell. Also, at the launch event, the pricing for the all-wheel drive model was listed at $51,000 and the rear-wheel drive at $47,000. That's a $4,000 difference. Now, although we don't know what the official pricing will be for the rear-wheel drive model yet, I think it's fair to assume it could, although not guaranteed, it could be $45,990. That's $4,000 less than the updated price of the all-wheel drive model. If that's the case, good night competition. What an amazing price that could be for those of you who can get by without the all-wheel drive model. When looking at the various options that are available, trying to decide between the all-wheel drive and the rear-wheel drive model, I think it's important to understand your area. Do you live in a cold climate or do you live in a warm area? Are you one of those California folks where this car is made? If so, I don't know that it makes sense to have the all-wheel drive model. And if you can, in fact, save $4,000, now you're talking about a car less than $46,000 for the rear-wheel drive model. That is amazing. The last update that we got last night is regarding the standard range model. Elon Musk also shared in his tweet exchange that they are no longer planning to offer the standard range Model Y. I am not surprised. Elon Musk stated that if they did launch the standard range model, it would have less than 250 miles, and in his opinion, that is an unacceptable range for an electric car. I completely agree. However, I think there's more to the story than just range. When you look at the Tesla Model Y, they have recently reduced the standard range plus model to $37,990. That lower price makes it such a good value. And to further separate the two options of the Model Y and the Model 3, I think it makes great sense that they would not offer a more economical option in the reduction of range that they do in the Model 3. The Model 3 Standard Range Plus is apparently the lowest margin Model 3 that they offer. So they've already got a margin sensitive car on the market. By not offering that in the Model Y, they can continue to maintain a higher margin on the upgraded model. So that will leave the Model 3 as continuing to be the most cost-effective option that you can buy with the Standard Range Plus at $37,990. We had some incredible updates over the last 24 hours, and I wanted to get this out there and share with you because with the price reduction, the range increase in the performance model, and now the announcement of the rear-wheel drive Model Y, there is a lot to look forward to in the coming weeks ahead at Tesla. If you have not yet ordered your Tesla Model Y, now may be the time. There is so much happening, and it is all good news for you if you haven't already received your Model Y. If you've liked this video, please click that like button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We'd love to have you. We continue to post content regularly, and as bigger news updates occur, we will be sharing that with you as quickly as we can. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll catch you next time.